Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Nashville. I'm so happy. Oh, it was amazing. It was so amazing. So I just want to first off say thank you for joining me today for my Nashville recap video. This is not going to be my standard Flosstube video where I show haul and whips and all those sorts of things. I just want to focus on market and tell you all about it. So let's get started. We left 2 days earlier than most. We got there on Tuesday. We left Tuesday. It's about 9.5 hour drive for us. 9.5 hour ride for me. Kevin does all the driving, which is wonderful because then I can work. I can design. I can work on punch needle, not cross stitch. I can't do that in the car, but you know, gives me a chance to get some things done. He's not a good rider. He's not comfortable. Anyways, so it works. So we got there Tuesday night, and we were hoping that the 2 additional days we were at the hotel, we would be in the same room that we were going to set up our showroom. That was how it was supposed to work, but it did not work out that way. So we were on, the 6th floor, and we got there Tuesday, we were going to get set up on Wednesday and then go downtown Nashville on Thursday, finish setting up any last minute things on Friday before the show started at 4 o'clock Friday evening. So that didn't work out because we couldn't get in our room until Thursday. But we got in there Thursday morning, so it was fine. So we get there Tuesday, Wednesday, we just took that entire day and spent with my soul sister Kristin that lives about 15 minutes south of Franklin, which is where the show is. They call it the Nashville Needlework Market, but we're still, south of Nashville. It's actually Franklin. And she took us around. We went to the, not Grand Ole Opry, Opryland Hotel. It's cool inside. I did a lot of videotaping inside of there. So on my Creatube video, which will be uploaded probably this coming weekend, I show more of the vlog style over there, so you'll see some of that and different things in that video. And then we, went out to eat. We went downtown Nashville. I got cowboy boots, you guys. I wanted cowboy boots ever since I started going to Nashville. I want them so bad, and I just couldn't ever find any that I liked that fit comfortable enough that I thought I would actually wear them. And I found some that I really liked at the Boot Barn, and Kevin also found a pair. So yeah, we look styling. Actually, that's a lie. Okay, so I wore them Sunday morning. I put them on. I had this cute flower dress on with my jean jacket and my cowboy boots. It was so cute. But walking floor 2, just floor 2, because it takes me a long time to do a floor because I'm in there. I don't just peek in and say hi to my friends. I sit down and visit or stand there and talk to them for 15, 20 minutes. So anyways, my feet were killing me just after that first floor. So I went back to my room and changed into like stretchy pants in my Create Everyday shirt and tennis shoes and socks. Because we were on our feet basically the entire time we were gone, other than being in the car. We walked everywhere on Tuesday or Wednesday, the day we had off. And then Thursday, we were on our feet all day setting up. Friday, there was still setup to do because I was waiting for a trunk show from Silver Needle. So that got there on Friday. I got that all set up, and Kevin and Kristin were pulling all the pre-orders in the back and getting all that organized and all the inventory that we brought with us. And we were on our feet the entire time, and then the entire time during the show, you're on your feet. And I'm not used to that, y'all. I sit on my butt to do most of my work, my designing, stitching, punching. The only thing I stand up to do is my painting. And as you know, I don't get to do a lot of that. So anyways, my feet got a good workout, let's put it that way. And I never did hit 10,000 steps. I was like, are you kidding me? I got to 9,000 something. And I'm like, I walked all day. Like, how do you get 10,000 steps a day? That's crazy. So I had mentioned before in one of my Flosstube videos that some of the Patreon members that stitched models for the books were sending me the models to take to Nashville, and I was going to show them in a Flosstube video. Well, I didn't have time to do a Flosstube video before I left, plus I didn't get as many models in as I thought I would, so I'm going to just show them right now. Okay, so the first 4 that I'm going to show you are from the Flurry book. So the first one I'm going to show you is Winter Bouquet. This was stitched by Tammy Easterling. And I love this frame. I think she got that at Hobby Lobby, I want to say. Yes, Hobby Lobby. I'll show you the back in a second. I've seen it at Hobby Lobby before. Get my face out of there. But she did a beautiful job. I love the way she used that ticking fabric for the background to mount her piece on. And it just, the frame's perfect. It looks like there's snow on it. So that is Winter Bouquet. I will show you the back. So in case you want to get that same frame for yours, do a little screenshot if you need to. Do you want me to give you all the details on it? I might as well, right? So I need more hands, y'all. So here's the book. Here's the Flurry book. And I can tell you, here is the page showing her beautiful work. Winter Bouquet. All right, so Tammy stitched 2/2 on 16 count Beautiful Beige by Wishelt. Using all the called for colors, mostly DMC, but 2 Weeks Dye Works, and I give the Weeks or the DMC equivalent to that. Okay, I might as well leave that open because I'm going to show you another one from that book. The Cover Girl. This is Pray for Peace. This was stitched by Shannon Brahmanshenkel. She has a Flosstube. Oh my gosh. I will link it below. I cannot think right now. Oh, my brain is mush, you guys. After the weekend, it's just mush. She has a really nice Flosstube video. She does a lot of really intense pieces. She's a very amazing stitcher. She's so friendly and so sweet, and I got to meet her at the Farm Girl Gathering last fall. On her way, she picked up Kyle Reckemeyer and they rode together. So it was a pleasure meeting her, and she wasn't quite finished with this and she had brought it with her to show me. So yeah, she picked the perfect fabric to stitch that on. So let me just tell you what she used. She stitched 1/2 on 36 count Scotsman by Bee Stitch Me. This is all DMC floss. Super cute. I love her frame. Let's see. Expertly crafted and inspected for quality workmanship. It's our promise. Aaron Brothers, custom framing at Michael's. Perfect frame, perfect fabric for that, everything, and her stitching is beautiful too. The next 2 we have were stitched by Shelly Nichols. This is the first one called Welcome 2022, and obviously you can change that number or leave the number out or put your initials, however you want to do that. So Shelly stitched that 2/2 on 28 count spun silver by Wishelt. DMC, there's 1 Weeks Dye Works, which is Oscar, and I give the DMC equivalent. But she put this on this cute little drawer. So cute. Look at the next one. Oh my goodness. I love this little heart ornament. This is still from the Flurry book, okay? This is stitched also by Shelly Nichols. Shelly Stitch 2/2 on 28 count Antique White by Zweigart. Using all of the called for colors, which is DMC black, and then all the rest are Weeks Dye Works. Again, in the Flurry book. And look at her finishing. This is Motherlode by Lady Dot Creates. Look at on the back. I love the choice of fabric for the back, and I love this little label. It's just the cutest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to stitch that for my tree. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Can I keep it, Shelly? Kidding, I'm just kidding. So actually, I will be packaging all of these back up today or tomorrow. They'll ship tomorrow, whether I get them packed up today or tomorrow morning, but they will go out tomorrow, so you get them back right away. Next we have from the Love Lives Here book. This is My Big Bird, stitched by Jan Holder and finished on this super cool tray. Okay, My Big Bird is stitched by Jan Holder on, well, she stitched 2/2 on 32 count mystery linen. Using one each of the following colors, and they are all DMC. Isn't it super cute? I love it. I love that that bird has a little top hat on. I love the flowers on the bird. I just think it's a fun and whimsical piece. Her finishing is awesome. Oh gosh, what the, I want to say, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, that the mini pom-pom on there is Dames of the Needle Noir. And then I don't know where she got this tray, but I'm going to guess it looks like a Hobby Lobby type of deal, doesn't it? It's probably from Hobby Lobby, but look how cute. Yep, and she even put a hanger on it for me, so it was easy to display. Beautiful stitching. Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh, I cannot thank everybody enough that participated in stitching for these books. I really am so full of gratitude for you, and then those of you that sent me the models to display at market. That was just fabulous. All right, we have one more. This last one, is from the Thoughts and Dreams book, and it's called My Darling, stitched by Jan Mower. I think it's Mower, she told me. She told me before. So she had the most beautiful frame on this. Unfortunately, it was in pieces when it arrived. It got, like, the corners on two of them broke and chipped all up, and there was just a bunch of little pieces. I was going to try to glue it back together, but it wouldn't have looked right. It really wouldn't have. And so I was so sad. I can show you in the book, it was framed in that beautiful green frame. It was absolutely darling with this piece. Look how sweet this piece is. I just love it. So Jan stitched 2/2 on 28 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. And I really think that this should hang in every child's room. I am going to stitch it for both of our grandkids. They're going to have the same one. I might do his, I'll probably do Easton's with blue instead of the red. But I think it's a good reminder that, you know what? Life isn't always going to be easy, but you know what? You are tough and you will get through it. This too shall pass. My kids are so sick of hearing me say that, I'm sure, as they were growing up and going through things, but I'm like, this too shall pass. But, you know, you got to give your kids good advice when they're growing up, because this world we live in is a little bit crazy. Okay, so again, in my Creatube video, I show us like speed setting up the booth, you know, me decorating the booth and just things like that. And what day was it? Friday? No. Saturday? morning. I think it was Saturday morning. I don't know. The fire alarm went off before market started. Yep. So I'm like, are you kidding me? They're telling you to evacuate the building, and I'm like, what? I at least grab my purse. I at least need my ID, my medical card. You know, I just grab my purse. So the alarm went off. Oh, they just shut it off. Yeah, so the fire alarm just went off. Went off for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And we had to evacuate the building, but we were on our way down when someone came up from the stairs and said, it's fine, false alarm, go back to your room. So, phew, that happened one other year, and we actually went outside. You know, so it was just like we couldn't just run out of the room. And so by the time we were leaving our room, my next door neighbor, I had a new neighbor this year. Her name is Barbie from Pedal Pusher. She's a sweetheart. She's so nice. And she and her mom had already went downstairs and were coming back up. And she says, false alarm, false alarm. Everybody, you know, it's fine. They told us it was a glitch or somebody accidentally, who knows what. But yeah, that happened many years ago. That happened, and we actually all were outside. And I actually thought to myself, well, you know, if you're all outside, it's kind of a good way to see everybody, and we could all stay around and visit, but it's kind of unnerving. It would be a huge mistake for me to do this video and not give a huge shout out and thank you to Larry, Beth, Megan, and Erica from Yarntree/Needlework Retailer, the show promoters, the heroes that one year when TNNA decided they weren't doing that show anymore, and they picked up the show. Yarntree and Needlework Retailer picked up the show, and the very next year we were back. We didn't skip a beat. Thank you so much for stepping in and taking on such a huge task, because without that show, not that the industry wouldn't survive, but it is so important to be able to connect with your customers, and I call them friends now. You know, I'm getting to where shops will come in and I recognize them. I know their name, I know their shop. I might not remember where their shop is. And I'm not like that with everyone, because there was a lot of new shops there, you guys. I want to just tell you that this industry, this marketplace is on fire, and it is growing. There were new shops there. There were new designers there. I'm looking through the show book and I'm like, I haven't heard of so many of these people, you know? So it just brings me so much joy and so much happiness to know that our marketplace is strong and like a big, huge family. Seriously. I mean, when shop owners come in, and you know, they usually have someone there with them, whether it's their best friend or it's an employee that is now their, you know, really good friend. You know, they usually come in with one or two other people, and they're just so happy to be there. We're all just full of smiles and giving hugs, and it's so great to see you type of thing. And it's just, it really revitalizes me and makes me want to come home and just work my tail off to continue to provide charts and patterns and designs that sell for the shops and that you all like to stitch. It just gives me such a boost of energy. It just, it's just, I cannot tell you what it does for the industry to have this show. So thank you, Larry, Beth, Megan, and Erica, for all of your hard work putting this show together. I can only imagine the amount of hours they put in every year. I mean, they already were handing out flyers for next year. We have next year's dates already in the books. They're just amazing. So much gratitude to all of your hard work. Friday was an absolute zoo. So we finished pulling the pre-orders and getting everything finalized Friday. And we went out to lunch instead of going out to dinner because the show was from 4 to 8. And in those 4 hours, I don't think there was a moment there was not a customer in our room. I mean, it was, when we first started, it was a line, you know, it was just moving and grooving, you know. So most of them had placed pre-orders. And, you know, so it was just a matter of going in the back. We had them, I mean, Kevin and Kristin did all of the packing of the pre-orders, wrote on the boxes or the bags or whatever, and had them alphabetically as best as we could. The one entire bed in the back was all inventory of punch needle and cross stitch, and then the other bed was stacked full of pre-orders. And it's like, I hope you all come get these pre-orders, because otherwise Kevin and I won't have anywhere to sleep. Thank goodness Kristin lives close, and she said, hey, if you guys need somewhere to sleep, come to my house. And so anyways, it worked out fine that we could move a few orders off the bed and have somewhere to sleep. But it was just incredible. And then Saturday was a lot slower than a Saturday normally is. I was really surprised by that. And it's funny because Friday night, it was so loud. This hotel, the Embassy Suites, is, I don't know, I guess it's square. I don't know. Anyways, it's open in the center. All the rooms are on the outside. And there's, you know, skylights up above, and there's this big, you know, area down below where there's a water fountain, and there's tables set up everywhere because they have the breakfast buffet. They have the manager's special, I think it's called, where you can go down from 5:30 to 7 and have drinks, which we never did that. We used to do that every single night, and we didn't do that at all. And then there's also a restaurant down there. So it's a place to hang out. And Friday night, it was so loud down there. It was funny because at 8 o'clock, shut the door. Like, I'm done. My feet are screaming. My back is killing me. Kristin said, I love you. Big old hug. I'm out. And Kevin's, 5 minutes later, Kevin's like, hey, you want to go down and have a drink? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm sorry, babe. No, I don't. I went to bed. And I could hear people whooping it up down there so late. My gosh, I didn't fall right to sleep. I guess, you know, sometimes you get like overtired, and my feet were throbbing, my back was aching, I couldn't really get comfortable, but it felt good just to lay there and do nothing. And it was late when I could still hear people down there. Every once in a while, you just hear a bunch of ladies laughing and stuff. So then that Saturday morning when Kristin came in, she's like, it's so quiet. Like, usually there's like people hustling and bustling around and stuff. I said, probably because they were all up partying last night. They're sleeping in. But anyway, Saturday was slow, and it was kind of weird. I mean, I felt like there wasn't as many shops maybe there shopping, but yet the shops that did come in, and all of my normal customers that come in to purchase from us were there purchasing. And we got a lot of new customers as well, which I thought was amazing. But they were shopping. They had big pre-orders, and the ones that didn't pre-order, you know, they were shopping. And so it was such a great show. And I walked around Sunday. Sunday's always super slow, and that's when all of the designers and people, you know, that's when everyone gets out of their room and goes to visit or does shopping themselves, you know. So I was out all day Sunday. I have, at the end of this video, is a video of all the rooms I got to go into and videotape their new releases. I tried to get a picture with everybody that I went in to see, but some of them were busy, you know, talking with other customers, or they were just busy. So I didn't get a chance to get a picture with them. So I was kind of bummed, but hey, it happens. And I couldn't believe how long it took me to go through each floor, because I'm getting to know other designers better. And so my quick little hi, introduce myself, you know, how is the show going, and then videotaping their stuff and then thanking them and leaving. It doesn't work that way anymore, which I'm actually so happy about. Now I go in and we visit and we stand there and talk, and it's just, it's so wonderful, you guys. It's so wonderful. So I was thrilled, so thrilled about seeing all my designer friends. The only bummer is that I ran out of time to go and introduce myself to new designers that were there, other than Priscilla and Chelsea. They're not new designers though. I mean, they've been designing for what, 2 years now? But they were new at market. And I did get to go in and see them. They were on the same floor as me, right off the elevator. I mean, it was perfect. But there was, like I said, other new designers that I did not get to see. I went into Hands-On Design, and Kathy was so busy, and I'm like, I'll come back to her. But then I was over visiting Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches, and Kathy Haberman came in there, and I was like, well, this is perfect. Now I don't have to go back to her booth, But there was times when I would go into a booth and there'd be a couple other designers in there, so it worked out really nice. Art of the Designs, I got to meet her. Oh my gosh, she is so sweet, and it's just, it's so fun. Okay, now, I guess that's it as far as all about market, how it went. I mean, we went out to dinner with Kristin and her family pretty much every night, and it was just wonderful, and to reconnect with Kristin. I hadn't seen her in too long, let's just say. And anyways, it was just a total blast. So I did get to purchase an antique sampler while I was there. They had so many antique samplers in this room, and I'm drawing a blank now as to who it was. Hold, please. I can't think of their name right now, but anyway, they come there with antique samplers for people that like to collect them, whether it's a designer that is going to turn around and chart it and sell patterns, or just people that come in that want to collect them for decor in their homes. And I go in there every year and just drool. It's incredible. Some of the samplers, they'll have the history on. There was one sampler in there that was like, the fractors, how it was all kinds of information about the family lineages, family tree. and it was a cross stitch of all of that, and it was fairly large. It was $4,000 some odd dollars, but it was because you had the sampler, and then they had the original painted fractor original painting. They had the handwritten of the same thing. Then they had a notebook that had family letters, handwritten like with pen and ink in the beautiful handwriting. It was phenomenal to see. It's like you're going into a museum when you go into their showroom. It's amazing. Well, this little sweetheart caught my eye, and I couldn't quit thinking about it. I saw it early on Sunday, and I didn't have that much money with me, and I didn't have my credit card in my pocket. So I said, I can't promise it, but I'm hoping to be back to purchase this sampler. And sure enough, at like the last possible second, I could. I'm visiting people, I'm talking, I'm not realizing how much time is passing. Well, I had like 5 minutes to bust down and get that sampler, because Kevin called me and said, hey, Lindy's here to pick up the trunk show to take back to Silver Needle. Do you have it ready? I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I'm like, no, tell her to come back. I'll be there shortly. And so that was my cue to go, oh my gosh, market's almost over. So I beelined it to this showroom and purchased this little beauty, and then went and got that trunk show ready. But this is Amelia Morphy, age 9. This was stitched in 1835. This is what did it for me. That sunflower bouquet is stunning. I love that. The other thing that I really loved was the kittens. So it's very symmetrical. So there's that cat, that flower basket, that deer, those flowers, they're duplicated on the other side. Okay. And the border is phenomenal. And I will read to you what it says. It says, on the tree of life eternal, man, let all thy hopes be stayed, which alone forever vernal bears a leaf that shall not fade. I absolutely love this. And who doesn't love sunflowers? But also what is going on with Ukraine and the support that we're showing for Ukraine, and that their national flower is the sunflower. It just spoke to me. And the sweet size of the sampler, I love the color of the linen. I love everything about this. So, you know, how to chart, what are those called? Satin stitches? I don't even know my stitches, you guys. I don't know how I'm going to chart it, but I'm in the program. I think I just used back stitches. I don't know. I'll figure it out, or I will Google it or something. But there is her beautiful little name, Amelia. Who doesn't love that name? Amelia Morphy, age 9, 1835. So I am going to be charting this pronto, like yesterday. No, I can't. I have a fabric line due April 1st. So I will be working on that crazily. But, so today is Tuesday, March 8th, I think. March 8th. And we, this morning, well, I sat down and worked on a punch needle that is for a client. Had some coffee and just chilled and watched Flosstube, and that felt normal. Felt like I'm getting back to normal. And then we came down and unloaded the trailer and got everything organized. You guys, I took all of my samplers up to the house, and I'm going to start hanging them in my house, and I couldn't be more excited about that. And then I still have a little bit of putting away to do. And then tomorrow, Kevin is gone right now taking the trailer back. We rented a U-Haul trailer. And tomorrow I'm going to help him get orders out, because we have a stack of orders for people that placed pre-orders but were not going to market. So he has some of those already packed up, and then I'm going to help him packing the rest of them. Oh, I need to show you this show exclusive. Okay, so the show exclusive, if you have your LNS or ONS, if you know that they were at market, you can get it from them. This is a show exclusive, so for 30 days, only shops that attended market can purchase this. After the 30 days, I will open it up to all shops to be able to carry this design. But I'm going to put you on hold because I have to gather it for you. Hold, please. About 2 weeks before market, I panicked because I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a market exclusive. And I totally like blanked out on it. So I quickly designed something and showed it in my Patreon. And then one of my patrons was so sweet, and she said, hey, I don't think I can get it done before market, but I will stitch my fingers off and do the best that I can to get it done. And I said, well, whatever you have done, I'll take it to display, because then they can see the size and that type of thing. So this is the market exclusive. It's called Love is the Key. And it's these adorable primitive bunnies. The stitch count is 273 by 193, so it's not necessarily small, but I love it so much. I love those little prim bunnies, and that little dapper guy, he has my heart. I just think he's so sweet. So yeah, market exclusive, and I will show you. This is stitched on 40 count vintage country mocha by Judy Lequidara. But look how sweet. I love his little outfit. He's so dapper. And then she is just as sweet as she can be as well. With the little design in her dress. She's holding the locket. And the fact that he has a little top hat on, just so sweet. And I love that heart. So yeah, for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think she didn't have much time to get what she got done. done, but it is so stinking cute. I love it. So again, just if you want Love is the Key, then just get a hold of your LNS or your ONS that you purchased from that you know went to market. If they didn't go to market, they can still get it, but it's going to be like the second week of April before I release it to everybody. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go. At the end, like I said, of this video, I have photos and videos of going into different rooms. So I don't know what else to say other than I have much gratitude for all of you that support my work, that place pre-orders with your shops, and just made a market so successful. If it wasn't for you all, right? It's all about you guys, because if you didn't purchase the designs, the designers wouldn't design anymore. The shops wouldn't have anything to sell. You know what I mean? Like, it all stems from you guys. So give yourself a big hug and pat on the back for, you know, placing pre-orders and being active in this community and supporting us designers and fabric, you know, dyers and floss dyers and everybody that creates things for you to enjoy in this community. Much love to you all. Thank you so much, and I will see you this weekend with a regular Flosstube video. So bye for now.